So div tag, it is a block level element and span tag is a inline element. So whatever content you want to give, you will give either in the div or in the span. Okay. So what happened is it became very difficult for the developer as well as the browser to understand what is the content which is actually given inside the tag, because one div tag you can use it for, you know, give the images, another div tag you can give it for another content, navigation bar, footer, everything we can give in a single div tag, right? That become very difficult even for a developer, and also to increase the search engine optimization. Okay, because whatever you are searching in a web page, we are getting the best results, right? So that is possible with the help of this semantic tags. So it is a clear description or a meaning given to a tag which will help the browser as well as the developer to understand it very clearly. Okay, so to avoid using the div and span in all the places, they replace it with some other tags. It will logically give you meaning, but does not make any big difference in your browser. Okay, for example, suppose I'm giving div, okay, div tag. Ins- And then instead of div, I'm using one header tag. Okay, we are having a tag called header. And if I go and check my output, physically you will not see any change. Okay, see, it will looks like normal tags only, but logically we are dividing it. Okay, logically we are giving some meaning to our tag. So if you're right click and going to the inspect page, you can able to understand. Okay, header tag means inside the header tag we will give the navigation, sliding, slideshow, banner. So those information we can give in the header tag. When I come to the navigation bar, you give the all the menus. Okay, logo, everything will come under the navigation part. If I say one section, okay, section will have a name. Inside the section, you can give some description. So that and all will come under the section part. Article, footer. So many tags are available. Okay, some of the tags are, one of the tag is header. Okay, we can create a structure also with the help of this semantic tag. For example, header tag is there, right? And then we can give inside the header tag itself, I can give nav tag. Okay, let me delete this. So NAV means navigation bar. Okay, so nav tag we used to say. So inside this, mostly we used to give the menus, home, about, those things we used to give it here by using the order and unordered list. Okay, we have not yet seen the order and unordered list, so that's why I'm not explaining it. And then we can give header content. Then we can give main. So main content of your page will be given in the inside the main tag. Okay. Then inside the main tag, we can have section. We can have multiple sections. We can have, okay. So in each section, we can give a article if you want. So likewise, we can create various things. Article we can create in one section. Okay, aside. So likewise, we are having various tags. We are having figure. Suppose image tag I have given it here, right? We can wrap this image tag also with the help of figure. Okay, so inside the figure tag, we will give this image, and we can have another one tag called fig caption. So using the fig caption, we can give the caption to our image. Okay, see image, and then The image tag is wrapped with the figure, and then this is figure caption. Likewise, we are having summary, time. Suppose you want to give the time means we can give time. Mark is there. Okay, suppose you want to highlight some text. These are all mark. Can use the mark tag. See, automatically it will highlight the text. So these are all benefit of using the semantic tags. Okay. Finally, we can give the footer section also. Header, main. Inside the main, I have given the section article. Okay, or we can give section aside. After the main, if you want means, you can add footer. Instead of simply using div, span, we can give these type of tags. Okay. Again, this is also a simple template like that I have created and gave it to you. Fine. Next. Next, we can see what are the types of list available in our HTML. So, what are the list types you are aware of? Footer means like end part. So, suppose I am taking one page. See, this page you all able to see, right? So, what I can call is this header part. Okay, inside the header itself, I can give navbar, right? So this area I can take it as an header part. Okay, in that I'm having a logo, search bar is there, and then lot of menus are given, login, submit, you know, lot of features are given. So this comes under the navigation part. So how many, whenever I click one particular topic, those images will be displayed here. So up to here we can call it as the nav bar. In total we can wrap it with header part, and this portion we say it as the main. Okay, main tag. So all the images we can give it in the main tag. So in the bottom, mostly in the page we used to have a bottom section, right, where you used to see the copyright. I don't think here we are not having. So instead of giving it in the bottom, they gave it here, or some other page we can go like okay, some Disney. See here in the Disney page, if you means the bottom section is there, right? The company, uh, you know, the social media icon, the app, download icons, help desk. So those portion we call it as the footer part, because the header and the footer part most of the time is going to be same in all the pages, right? Because even if I go to any other movies or anything means the header and footer portion is going to remain the same. So this is not going to change. So that is why we call it as header, footer. Okay, mostly that copyright, the social media, um, contact part. Okay. I asked a question like, no, what are all the different types of lists are there in our HTML? So we are having ordered list, unordered list, and we are also having another type of list, which is definition list character. Okay, but most of the time we will be dealing with the order or unordered list. So definition list we will be using it very rarely. Okay. So if we go for the order, like when we go for the order and when we go for the unordered list, suppose we are having a list of items, it doesn't need to be in a specific order. Okay, then we can go for the unordered list. So most of the unordered list item will be by default will be mentioned with the what bullet symbol. Okay, Let me go with an unordered list. So in short, we call it as OL. Okay. And whatever items you are going to list it out, that we have to give it with LI. Okay. We have to use the LI tag. So inside that, if you want me, you can use anchor tag or not needed. Okay. What this anchor tag will help you is, if you click on that particular link means it will take you to another page. Okay. We can give a tag inside the another tag also. Okay. Descriptive or definition list, anything we can say. No need to confuse. Okay. DDDL. Okay. This is order list. Okay. One item I have given. Similarly, if I want to give multiple items means, mostly we will use this unordered list to create a navigation page. Okay. That is why I'm giving like this. Home, about, contact. Okay. Suppose if you are having blog, services. So those information if you want to give means, we will use this unordered list. Let me go and see the output. Guys, I will split the screen like this so you can able to see the output immediately. Okay, see, I have given OL. Sorry, I have given OL. They are giving UL unordered list. It will come in bullet points, and it will come in the next line. Okay. So, any idea about attributes of list or for the unordered list? So we can able to change the style. Suppose I don't want the bullet, okay, for unordered. Then we can give style, okay. Like style will come under the CSS list, okay. This is unordered, right? Suppose I'm creating an ordered list, okay. Say in LI. Suppose if we are giving instruction, that should be in an order, right? So like that we can create. So it will come in number 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It will come with numbers. So here we can give a attribute like type. Okay. So we can have different types, like either you want it in number, so we can give 1, or by default it is going to take the 1. If you want instead of number you want it in ABCD format means you just have to give capital A. Okay. The moment you give capital A, see automatically it will change from ABCD. Okay. Instead of ABCD I want it in Roman means either you can use capital I or you can use the small I. Small I means like that small Roman numbers will come. If you give caps means capital Roman will come. Okay. Instead of giving capital I, if I am giving small I means. So accordingly I will get the output. Okay. This is type. Suppose I want to start the value. I don't want to start from 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose I want to start it from 10, okay, 15 like that means. Along with the type, we can use another attribute called start. So here you can mention from which number you want to start. Here we have to give it in number only. Okay, automatically based on the type, it will change. Okay, see, I gave start as 5. So in the Roman 5, the symbol only we will be using. Okay, if I am using ABCD, okay, character it will take fifth letter, from fifth letter it will start A B C E. So from E it will start. Okay, so these are all the advantage of using ordered list. Okay, so all the items should be given in the LI only. We can also create nested list also. Okay, suppose inside an order list, if you want to create an unordered list, that is also possible. Okay, nested list also possible. Suppose I want to create a. Okay, what I'm doing, second, third, fourth item, I'm putting it in an unordered list. So simply start an unordered list. Okay, place all the items here. Let me comment remaining portion so it may execute it a bit faster. Okay, so the semantic tags and all I will just remove it. Okay, so right now we are having only the list. See inside the E automatically here you can able to see it is not showing the default bullet symbol, but it is showing like a circle. So likewise here also in an unordered list we are creating another one unordered list. Okay, suppose after the about I'm creating, see automatically it will change the style. Okay, and the indentation also we can able to see it here. Automatically it will indent. Clear? Please explain here itself is equal to this hash you are talking about, right? Mostly we used to give id. Okay, used to give id to refer the file. Okay, so whenever you are creating an id for an element, um, we will use this hashtag. Okay, hashtag and then the name of the id we used to give. Okay, that is why it is showing the hashtag. Right now it is nothing is there, right? If I try to click on the home or about any page, it will run on the same page only. Okay, in case if I am having any page linked to it, we have talked about the attribute, right? Every element will have two attribute by default, which is class and the another one is id. Okay, where can I give? Okay, suppose here I am creating one paragraph tag. Okay, here if I am giving id as home. Okay, here what I have to do is I have to use this hashtag and I have to give the id name home. So next time if I click on the home tag, see automatically it will go to that particular page. Okay, to make you to understand what I will do is, okay, let me create multiple paragraphs in the same page. Okay, without the id. id is like unique name we are giving to that particular element. Okay, right now if you see me, this is my home. Okay, assume that this is my home section. Okay, now I'm in the top of the page. So if I click the home, automatically it will move to the home section. Okay, right now it is showing in the bottom because there is no any paragraph below the home section. Otherwise it will show in the top of my page. Okay, that also I will show. Suppose if I am having two more paragraph next to my home page. Okay, if I am clicking on the home tag, see automatically the home section is showing in the top of my page. So likewise we can link any page. So here I have given home. Suppose I want to use the about here means id. Okay, about. The only thing you need to remember is for each element we can have only one id. Okay, and inside also we can give only one name for that particular element. Okay, but whereas we can have multiple class name, and for each element we can have both id as well as class. For the same element paragraph tag, I can also have class, I can also have id also. Okay, class I'm giving it as okay, new para. This is going to be my class name. So later in the css part we will refer this id or class to fetch the data. Okay, we can also have multiple class name also. So new para I can give okay, and then red para something. I can give any number of class names separated by space only. Okay, we will not use any separator. So later what I can do is I can use this id or the class name, and I can style my css. Okay, like my style my html element. Okay, okay, if you want means we can see the css part also parallelly. So css is used for styling the page. Okay, so if I want to do some styling part, so three different way we can able to style our page. Either you can use the inline style method or internal style method, and third is external style sheet we can able to use. So when I say inline, inside the tag itself we can use an attribute called style. Okay, here itself suppose I will remove this. Okay, I can use the attribute called style, and inside the style I have to specify what style I'm going to give. Suppose color I'm going to give means color color only, not color. Okay, color, and we can give for the color also we can use different method, like we can use RGB color method, or we can use the color name, or we can give the hexadecimal code. So everything it will accept. Okay, color I'm giving it as suppose red. So automatically that para alone will change to red color. Okay, and separated by semicolon. If I have to give semicolon, then I can give another property. Suppose background if I am giving means like either I can give background or background color. Okay, to understand I will give the background color. Okay, background color I want some golden color, something I am giving means see, like that we will give some background color. Likewise we can add how many style property you want, you can add with along with the value. Every style we have to end with semicolon. But what problem you will get is we are having so many paragraph, right? If I am doing the styling in this particular paragraph, I want to use the same styling in another paragraph. Again and again I want to copy this style into that paragraph, and if I am giving more than 4, 5 or 10 style property if I am giving means the length of the code also will get big, and it will get messy. So to avoid that only, what we will do is we'll go to the header part. Okay, the head section we have seen, right? Here we will give the style tag. Okay, inside the style we will put all the style property, but we have to mention the selector. We have to select the particular tag. Okay, and then we have to give the properties. Okay, so I have given p tag, and then I'm copying the styles from here. Okay, since I have mentioned only p tag, all the paragraph tag will get applied. Okay, we are having various types of selector also, so that also I will explain. If you know means you can put it in the chat section, like what are all the selectors we are having, so it will be easy for me to explain. Okay, now if you see means for all the paragraph it has got applied. So what selector it is? No, okay. Universal selector is there, class selector is there, ID selector is there. Right now, what selector I have used? I have used tag selector. So directly I have given the tag name and I have used it in my code. So this type of selector we called as tag selector. Okay. Here comment will change. So in HTML we saw different comment, and here we are using different comment. So this is tag selector. Okay. Suppose if I want to select based on the ID means, then I have what I have to use is ID selector. I have created an ID for one particular paragraph, right? See here. Okay, otherwise I will use this ID. My para. Okay, this is my ID. So here what I have to do is I have to use that hashtag and then the ID name. So my ID, my para. Okay, that is my ID name. Now if I want to make some changes in the color, okay, here it has been applied for all the paragraph, but right now I have selected only one paragraph and I'm going to select change the color. Okay, I'm going to give color as blue and I'm going to change the background color as mm, okay, aqua. If you check my output, see for that particular paragraph alone, whatever color and background I have given, it got overwritten. Okay, so how it is possible based on the hierarchy, like each is having a priority. In that, ID will get the highest priority. Okay, ID, then we can have the tags ID, then class, then tag selector. Okay, then next type of selector is class selector. Okay, so based on the class name, if I want to select or make some changes means, then we have to give dot. Okay, here if you see means I created one class as new para, right? So we have to give dot and then the class name, then open and close curly bracket. Now we have to give different styling. Suppose I'm giving padding. Okay, padding 10 pixel. Okay, for that para alone, if you see means it has given padding. See, remaining paragraph and all it is coming in very edge, right? But here if you see means we are getting space all around my text. Okay, if I increase to 10 to 50, maybe you can able to see clear change. See, lot of space I'm getting inside my box. Okay, we can take it consider it as a box means inside the text I'm getting. Okay, mostly people will get confused between a padding and then margin. So what is the difference between padding and margin? Yes, we can give width, height, we can give margin, we can give border. Correct. Outside the border area or outside the box, we call it as margin, and inside the box, inside the margin area, we call it as sorry, inside the border area, we call it as padding. Okay. So to know the structure, go to the inspect part. Okay, inspect this particular para. See here you can able to see. The moment I click here you can able to see. This 864 is showing, right? This is the content. The actual content is here. Padding I gave 50, right? So all four sides got 50 and then I have not given any border, so that's why it is not showing any border. And default Durgam, yes, we are having so many selectors. Uh, but we are dealing with the basic selectors only right now. And we are having an universal selector. Okay, when I say universal selector, we simply have to use star. So the moment I gave star, so this will consider as an universal selector. Okay, suppose I am giving border. Okay, border, and we are having like pattern is there. First we have to give the border pixel, like 1 pixel. Then we have to give border style, which is I'm using solid, and we have to give color of the border. Okay, now if you go and check my output, see for each and every element I got a border with 1 pixel solid red. Okay, because I have used universal selector. Okay, similarly we can be able to change background color for each element is like that I'm doing means categorize right now. Here you can able to see some color change, right? bright color also. Suppose I'm giving orange. See, for each and every element, the background has been changed to orange because body also will be getting included in the universal selector. Okay. Likewise, we are having group selector. When we will say group selector is, suppose you want to perform the same styling operation for different tags or different ID or classes, but same value you are going to use means that time we can use the universal selector. Sorry, not group selector we can use. For all anchor tag as well as some other tag, let me take. P tag I'm taking. Okay, anchor tag and P tag. So likewise, multiple tag we can give. Either you can give the ID name also, class name also, but separated by comma. Okay, let me comment this universal selector. Then only you can see the change. So for anchor tag and paragraph tag, okay, I'm giving text align, or we can use text decoration. Right now I'm giving text align. The anchor tag will come to the center alignment. Okay, here if you want means you can specify the ID also, class also. Okay, everything will be working. So this type of selector we call it as group selector. Okay, then pseudo class selector is there, pseudo element selector is there. For example, in the anchor tag, in the anchor tag itself, we are having link is there. Okay, and then in the anchor tag itself, H over effect is there. Sorry. Or we can have visited. Once you have visited a particular site, how the color has to be changed. Likewise, we are having various options are available. Okay, by default it will be in blue color and it will have an underline. Okay, but you can change. Okay. As I have already told, we can use this. We are having unordered list also is there, right? We want to change the unordered list type. Okay, suppose I want to change the unordered list type. Simply give UL unordered list. Okay, we are having list style type on properties there. We give none means see all the bullet has been removed. Okay, otherwise you can give circle. Okay, square is there. Likewise, you can give various options. These are all default value. We cannot give like random values. Square is there. Disk is there. Okay, this is the default method. Okay, this is for list. Next, we can see form, or we can see this table. Okay, table will be a bit easier to do. Let's create some tables. All this stuff I have typed. So for creating a table, we have to use a tag called table tag. So inside that, whenever you are creating a table, we have to use based on the row. So we will give, even in the table also we are having some semantic tag. We are having a T head, T body, and then T foot is there. Like T head will give the headings of the table, and T body will give the content of the table, and T foot, if you are having any footer section means we can use that also. So I will use that tag also. T head. Okay, inside that I'm going to use tr. So tr means table row. Okay, first row I'm taking. In that th means table heading. Okay, so name, description. Okay, like that example. So like that I'm creating multiple table. But here if you see means it doesn't look like a table, right? A table means you should have a border. So to get the border, what you can do is simply here itself we can give border 1. If you are giving means automatically it will give you border, and then border collapse everything is there. But it is a deprecated one, we are not supposed to use it in HTML file. So where to use it, we just have to use it in the CSS part. Okay, so to do that, go to this CSS. Here I will give the table tag. Border collapse will be there. So only if you are giving border collapse as collapse, then only it will not come in a double line. Otherwise, we'll get double lines. Okay. So border. See, it is coming like this. Border collapse I have removed. I have given it only for table, right? Table, tr, th. So this is also another one example for group selector. Okay, see I have given table drth for everything. Border should be 2 pixels, so 2 pixel is too big means only 1 pixel. And border collapse I have given it as collapse. If I am not giving this means, what will happen is you will get this double border. Okay, it depends. If you want to keep it with double border means you can keep it as it is. Otherwise you can go for the border collapse as collapse. Assignment, what assignment you are talking about? Most of you are told like, can you repeat the assignment, sir? I didn't talk anything about the assignment, I guess. Final project. Can we talk about the final project in next session? Otherwise, is this? Yes, everyone will get the same project only. Though we can construct a web page with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, what is the use of the framework? See, framework is like a ready-made content. So all the required, dependencies, everything will be available in the framework. So all you need to do is you just going to use those, and then you are going to create a page. So it will reduce the lines of code you are writing. It will improve the code and efficiency of the code, execution time, everything it will save. That is why we are going for the framework. Okay, and with the help of only by HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, every time you have to create from the scratch, and we cannot create that much efficient page. We can, but lot of features will be by default available in the framework, like lot of dependencies, like how in the Visual Studio Code we are having lot of extension, so it is helping us to reduce the time. So likewise, they will also have some set of dependencies to reduce our time. Okay, execution time will be faster, loading time will be very faster. Okay. Okay. I think for you, project will be creating your own portfolio website. Okay, you have to create your own portfolio. So that is going to be the project. Everyone has to do the same project. Okay, not different project. Okay, so the project title is portfolio. Notes, any separate notes and all, I'm not having anything. Maybe you can refer from the different website, like lot of resources are available in the online if you search for front-end development or only with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, or you can go with their own documentation like div.io. Sorry. You can go to their official page also and you can search like lot of. So you can refer from this particular website also. Okay, for each and every tag they will be given with an real-time example with some code, everything they will be given for HTML, CSS. Okay, see HTML, CSS, JavaScript, HTTP, web API, everything it is available. Okay, so you can refer this particular web page. Okay, so as a project, you have to do the portfolio. Maybe in upcoming session, I will explain you like from where you have to watch the pre-recorded video and do the project. Okay, ma'am, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, Vignesh.
Sir, do I need to share the pre-recorded
Attendance, like no.
attendance is there? That I think it will be shared in their respective groups, right?
Yes, yes.